my water on. Joshua was asked by Complex News about possibly fighting you or Fury. This is what he had to say. Let me read it to you. The longer these other heavyweights leave it and they don't fight me now, the tougher it's going to be for them to beat me. I don't think the other heavyweights are going to improve too much because they've been doing professional now for 10, 11 years. They're kind of at the stage now where you plateau unless they've got another gear that I don't know, but I don't think so.
Look, I've tried to fight Joshua 5 times. It's record. 5 times, and all of a sudden he comes to America where he said he would never have to come. Let's stay in our country, yeah? You deserve it here, yeah? We don't need to go nowhere. We're doing a great job here, yeah? The fans deserve it. But all of a sudden, not only he come to my country, he's not fighting the champion, he's fighting lower opposition, you know? And then now he has nowhere to go because he wants to be in the big fights. As you've seen with Fury, as you've seen with Ortiz, as you've seen me go by with Stavern. Now he wants the big fights, and all of a sudden you ready? No, you're not ready. You're clout chasing because you had 5 opportunities, 5, to get this fight happen. And now it's all on me again to make the people happy. Well, I always got to be the one to lower my standards and make people happy. Now it's a different time and a different day.
You're the guy who fought Ortiz. You're the guy who fought Tyson Fury. Like, you talk about clout chasing, but you actually have clout. Like, no one really considered you champ back then, but then you beat Ortiz, and then you almost knocked Fury out. You say, I really did knock him out. And now you got that status. You call it lowering yourself, but by doing it, didn't you build your clout?
Yeah, but we ain't chasing no one. We did all that. I tried to accept the low ball offers and this and that. You know, I tried to make the fans happy. But it's a new time and era.
So you have the clout now, in other words.
I don't care about it, though. I don't care about who knows me, who this and that. I'm building for legacy. I'm building to be one champion, one face, one name. Now, when we tried to do all that, 4 months they gave us the runaround. You don't know how it feels for a man to give us 4 months, a team to give us 4 months, then all of a sudden, you at a dead end, you don't have nowhere to go, and well, now we got to fight him. Nah, it don't work like that. But the fight will happen. That's the thing about it. The Fury fight will happen, the Joshua fight will happen. We're all in talks. All parties are in talks. And the thing when it happens is when it goes solid. When the fans is not involved, when the media is not involved, because it's too many opinions. Yeah. Everybody wants this way, that way. It should be that way. It should be this way. And now all the fans, oh, why don't you fight him? You should fight him. Why were y'all saying that before?
You told us just what we need to hear. It will happen. It'll happen in your timing, but it will happen. All right.
Welcome to another edition of IMO Sports with Pedro Justice. Anthony Joshua is finally ready to face Deontay Wilder. Inside himself, he does. But the negotiation side is the same as it has always been, and that's Barry Hearn, Eddie Hearn. Those are the obstacles in the way of this fight because, as we know, it's well documented that Deontay Wilder was willing to accept something no other heavyweight champion has ever accepted, and they still rejected that because at that time, I like AJ, but AJ was not ready for Deontay Wilder. And now, after a period of time, I mean, he said it basically, 2018, 19, all that, 2020. Guess what? It's 2020 next year. And that's probably when the fight's going to happen next year. Deontay Wilder did everything in his power to make this fight happen. And on their end, people think that they finally did everything in their power to make it happen. But if you think 120 million is going to suffice, it's not, because you don't know the business of boxing. One of those fights could do 120 million. So you, just like Deontay Wilder said, you, the media, myself, everybody, we have our opinions, but at the end of the day, the fight will get made when they work in silence, when they do it behind the scenes. That's the only way this fight will get made. And I believe that 2020, we will finally see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. And why? Because no more ducking, no more dodging, no more hiding. It's time to pay your rent, Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, 2020. What do you think? Let me know what you think. Until next time, it's Pedro Justice.